Well, what's going on, target individual community? So, if you tuned in from part one and you're here for part two, I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate you. As Detective Dash, I'm asking for you guys' love, you guys' trust, and you guys' support. So I left off at when I was, in this new town. I started, excuse me, I started doing late night deliveries, and that was when I met another target individual. It was a female, and she was telling me all this, I was like explaining what she was telling me, and I left off at me asking her, do she know about the gang stalking program? And when I asked this woman, did she know about the gang stalking program, she immediately stopped, and the only thing I can describe is that I saw a look of shock and a look of relief at the same time, like finally someone who understands what I'm going through. And how do you know about the gang stalking program? And that's exactly what she asked me. She asked me, how do you even know about, this gang stalking? I know I didn't see it as an insult. She looked at me, and for some reason, she thought that I wouldn't know about the gang stalking pro. And, I told her that, I've been going through this program for about, at that time, I forgot, at that time in my life, how long. I know now it's been 13 years I've been going through this program, or about 14, anywhere from there. I think, back then I told her like 9 years or something like that. And, I was even recommending her to watch, targeted visual videos so she could understand this program more. And she was really interested in all that, so you guys got on this truth. But she was really relieved to know that someone finally understood her. And, I can see why. This lady, her eyes was poked out. First of all, let me say this. This was a very beautiful woman. She looked like, if I were to guess her age, I would say like she looked like she was like 32. She had a young daughter that looked like 2-3 years old that she thought they was trying to watch. Some pedophile perpetrator, as she put it, that was trying to watch her 2-year-old daughter. This lady was so beautiful. And, she was telling me all this, and I was also, thinking about some other things. I was getting distracted. Not, I was kind of getting distracted while she was talking to me, but still listen to what she was saying. Not hearing what she was saying, but because that's something that's serious, and that's why I didn't, think about anything else. I kind of was sticking to what we was talking about. So she was telling me all this, and you know I can see why she would be relieved, because her eyes, man, was pulped out, like wide. She had like wide eyes, like someone who barely gets sleep. And it's not that noticeable. It's just the wide eyes that's noticeable. But I can also tell that she probably struggles with sleep every now and then. And she's also a fast speaker, and she's very paranoid. She saw something on my phone, a green light on my phone, and it was the same light from her order. Because when you're doing, orders, it's something that was on my phone that indicates that, there's an order in progress. And she saw it on my phone, and she was like, the government is watching my phone. I'm not saying that that's not happening now. The government is most definitely watching my phone. But she saw it, and I was like, no, man, I'm like, damn, that's actually kind of sad. Like, they have you so paranoid and so messed up that they actually turn these people crazy. And she's most definitely a target individual. And that call, one of the perpetrators that was a part of her targeting, that can also be seen on my channel. I'm gonna find a way how to show you guys that video. I'm gonna put that video in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that video if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it's still up. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put that video in this one and show you guys. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. I'm trying to remember if that was my first time meeting another target individual. I believe that was my first time. But then again, I cannot remember, because I didn't remember. You have to remember that it's most likely is because you have to remember that I didn't know about this program while I was in this city here, where I was born and raised. It was when I moved to this new city, and they followed me up there, and I got to find out that it don't matter where you go, something's definitely going on with me, because no matter where you go, even when I was in this city, I would go. I keep on saying city, this county. Even when I was in this county, I would go from city to city, and I would be seeing, law enforcement from one city following me to another. So that's when I found out that there was something going on. So I'm pretty sure that was the first time I met another target individual. It was a good lady. It was a good lady, and these people, you can meet them, and just by meeting them, you can tell what they are. They're that of either highly spiritual one, chosen one. It's just something about these people that's just so beautiful. And because of that, they're targeted. It's such a sad thing, man. It's just so sad. It's something that a lot of people is not going to understand, because these things are, if you don't know about it, if you're not one yourself, then, I can imagine that it's not the easiest thing to try to understand. But these are people that just speak. They just speak volumes, man. But these are people that they just speak volumes, is all I can say.